One of the most common reasons why people look for therapy is the feeling of loneliness. And if you look at it, there are two versions of why people feel lonely, and I find the second one more complex and more interesting to work with. The first loneliness version is when people really don't have any meaningful relationships. In this case, the work is more basic. We work on overcoming shyness and maybe social anxiety. We work on communication styles and emotion regulation so that the client can actually form meaningful connections. But the second version is a much more sophisticated, much more complex one, because very often people do have relationships in their life and yet they feel lonely. And what does that mean then? Well, it means that there is an internal disconnect, that the client somehow does not allow themselves to be seen by other people, which means that the relationships that they have are shallow, they do not fulfill the emotional needs that a person has. But also, sometimes it means that the experience of being alone produces a feeling of loneliness, and they are not the same thing. Some people can be alone and they do not feel lonely in it because they like their own company. But if you do not like your own company, if being alone with yourself is a cause for psychological pain for you, then that's a reason to go seek help, because there is an internal disconnect, which means that you don't connect with yourself fully and you don't like being with yourself. And that is potentially a problem and a reason to feel lonely.